Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, so we are on a part 2 of the multi-time frame analysis, how to do right and do the right way. Okay, so let's get straight into it. It's the voice of Julian effects of GW trading, and let's just wrap this up. Yeah. Okay, first you want to identify where you are. Okay, let's just do this quickly, and what we could see here is some sort of expanding triangle, okay, of some sort, expanding triangle, okay, because here is not the same as here, okay, so the difference from here is the same as here, but we can also draw this as a channel, okay, so it can also fit in as a channel, okay, it can also fit in as a channel there. All right, just also fit as a channel there. Okay, we're just going to go straight into this a little bit. Just did this one. So fine. All right. So I want to perform a multi-time analysis on this chart, most preferably to be able to understand where I want to go. Okay, next, where I want to be next. Okay, so I'll just start by identifying where I am. Okay, in the market, this is what I'm going to be doing first. So I've identified that price have indeed broke out here of this bullish flag, okay, broke out, currently face support here and support here, resistance, resistance, resistance. So if you're back into support, definitely I want to see price move back into testing the resistance because the overall direction is to the upside, okay? Uptrend, consolidation, resumption of a trend. So if I have a bound range movement here, definitely I want to be looking at price continuing that way. Okay. Just get this off. Okay. All right. So I know I have a support down here. So and I would just go straight to start with the candles. Okay. And how the candle looked. Okay, fair. Okay. So for this very candle alone, what I would do, this is an exhaustion candle, okay, or a doji, okay, as maybe we would call it this candle, okay. And if I would have a bullish Marabozu candle here on a monthly time frame, okay, it's good, okay, it's good for a reversal, okay, it's good for a reversal. So possibly at the close of this month's candle, I want to wait on the weekly time frame. Okay, I want to wait on the weekly time frame to be able to know where my entry point is going to be. So on the weekly time frame, what I will just quickly do on the weekly time frame is I have it that this is an indecision candle followed by a strong bullish candle. Definitely, I would expect price after a huge trend here to expand. Okay, to expand. Okay, so the very first thing I do, the trend, expansion, reversal. Okay, that's how the market simply moves. Okay, it moves by accumulation, mark down, distribution, mark up. All right, so I have a huge support here. So what I'll just quickly do, I'll just go down to the daily. So on the, let's just restrict this. All right. On the weekly, I have a support down here, right around here. So I want to look at this structure on the daily to be able to look for structure inside or a candle confirmation within this range I just marked down on the day. So let's go down to the daily time frame. Okay, let's just make that reflect on the daily as well. I think gone. All right. and so on. Okay, the daily. So what I'm doing on the daily is I would wait for a retest of this weekly support on the daily. Okay, so on the daily, I have this markdown here. Okay, so I spoke about markdown here, which some people, traders, would have believed for it to still continue being down, but on the monthly time frame, I had a structure. Okay, so what I will wait for, let's go down to the next day. So I'm here on this day. Here on this day, I need to wait for confirmation around this point before I can then go for entry for a long back into this high. Okay, back into this high. So let's look at this high is going to be, let's see, pips. Well, this is 921. This 9,210 pips. That's the peak. Okay. Okay. So what we want to be doing is looking for an entry here. So I'll just quickly do this to my chart, and I can just quickly draw this line down here. So here I want to look for a reaction up around here, and I want to target this zone. All right. Let's go down to see what happened on the next bar. The next bar came in daily. Okay. Okay. Well, now I am here. So I have clearly a resistance here, okay, which also confirms, okay, confirms what I wanted to see. Okay, so I expect to see either price would break out on the retest, I can continue to go, or price should somewhat come back down to find liquidity to go up. Okay, so what is going to be? Let's go straight. See, next bars came in, and you could see it moved right close, very close to the entry point. Okay, so as a concept trader, I don't like being in such a hurry, because even when after seeing this big candle, okay, on the daily, I know that definitely this is still a huge support down here. So this could become a support, and I would then look to see how price would fare inside of that support. Okay, but I feel that on the weekly, okay, so if we should go down back to the weekly probably to see what happened and how everything fared on the weekly, we would then see that throughout here, we then really find an entry. Okay, so we just basically wait for price to come back into this zone. Then now we have seen a bullish structure in another week. Okay, in one of those weeks there, you just find the structure there, like that blue. So this can be a demand area. So let's go down to the daily to see the next week. Monday came in, okay, showed this on Monday. Tuesday came in. Let's see Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking for my trade. Okay, I started for trade on Tuesday, Wednesday. So here I have this huge support down here, and you can see that we had Monday, Tuesday rush into this zone, then Wednesday would have backed it up, and I could have taken a very short-term trade here back into the resistance. Looking for a breakout to continue like that. But Wednesday, bullish candle came in. Thursday, indecision candle. So a bullish candle followed by indecision candle. Okay, then candle showed me that this is wrong. So I will need to see a bullish setup one more time to be able to enter this trade on a daily time frame. All right, coming next day, What happened? Friday closed back at the support as we saw it, but this candle, I want to see a bullish candle if I can then look at the support to hold. So Monday came in bearish. So definitely we did not take that trade. You can see what happened. Price came back to testing the structure one more time. You could see that came into testing the structure one more time, and you could see that after this strong candle here on the daily, okay, so this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so this candle is an entry candle, bearish candle, indecision candle, a bullish candle. Okay, this is the next day. Next day, indecision candle, testing that support. It's good. So I have a support in here around a weekly structure. So for that very week, we would see that price did peer through this, but came back up through this with a good support on the daily. Let's see the next day. Next day came in hanging man. Second day, indecision candle, very good. Very good. So on this hanging man, indecision, okay, which means that here the bulls got in, the extra to fall back, and price first indecision here. Next day, bullish. Next day, bearish. Okay. So being that I want to be entering a long-term trade from this support being monthly, weekly support, okay, definitely I want to hold to break above here because definitely my risk would be little. So now I have a breakout on this day. What I would just do, I'll just hop into the trade. Boom. So hop into the trade. Because of this breakout, I'll just take a long trade. There. My risk will be down here because I have now one support, two support, and let's see if we can hold. So let's see what kind of trade we'll be taking here. That's the 1:4.6 risk to reward trade. So let's see how it happened and how everything played out. Well, went my direction. You can see, so I had this breakout, no reason to close the trade. Okay, wow. So that was awesome, and you could see how price came back into this structure. But on a monthly, we hit our target. We hit our target on a monthly. On a monthly, and immediately we were able to hit that target on a monthly basis. We knew that what we want to be doing next is we want to see price correct of some sort. Okay, so here moved up. If you want to see price either close above here or start to correct of some sort before then the next impulse. All right, so let's see how the month ended. Okay. That week ended, the next week came into play. So for that very month, we closed right around there after that retracement, but we had already hit our set profit. So whatever is coming back down here, it's more of a correction. We want to wait for another entry to long. Weekly. Monthly. So let's go down to see what's happening. The month ended, the next month opens in this format. So where next we want to be looking for retracement and continuation. Okay, price moves, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So we have this impulse, we have this huge correction, and we expect to see a next impulse. So as a bull in this market, the Euro GBP, I want to wait on a weekly time frame to see. First week came in, second week, no entry. I would still like to wait for that to look for a reaction. No entry yet on the daily. On the daily, this is not a reversal pattern candle. But for the sake of a bullish setup, what we'll do is I will just quickly put a line here and then watch how price will react around this point. The next day came in. Okay, you have price going up. And I began being tempted. Okay, so what I would do is if I have indecision candles here, you know, I will not really talk about this candle in this presentation, okay? But if you're part of the academy, you learn what this candle really means to be structured down here. Okay, so this candle is, I want to be seeing a breakout, a retest for me to be bull because I am bullish on this pay. So, but I can also have a next curve here before then. Okay, so a next curve will possibly follow up with a range bound movement and a reversal. Okay, so let's see what I had there. Next day came in, bearish. Okay, I am back here at this support. So what do I want to see? A bullish confirmation. Next day, indecision candle. Very awesome. Now, what do we have on the weekly? Weekly shown as an indecision candle weekly. So it's not a reversal on the weekly, but we have a support on the daily. So we need a confirmation. Next, we have a little range bound here. So we want to be seeing a breakout. And a retest, we continue. Next day, indecision candle. Two indecision candles in a row, definitely it is a failed rally. It's a failed rally. Okay, so we see it as a failed rally. Drop, retest, should go up. So this is a failed rally. For these two indecision candles forming at the support is a failed rally. How do I know this? It's because we have spent a lot of time into doing back testing and also seeing with scientific research how things can be done effectively in the forex market. Okay, so we actually give this education to everybody that is willing to accept the education. Okay, so there's two different things: is willingness and also the acceptance of our education. Okay, so let's see how this candle fits and when we want to start same reaction. So the reaction we have now is that we cannot be bullish here because this is wrong. Okay, we need a confirmation and a breakout of this structure before then we can then continue. So for that day, we only wait. Next day came in. Okay. Next day, peered through this. So this was a failed rally. As you can see, guys, it actually did fail. Okay. A lot of people might have gotten on the bulls here, on the buy trade here, and they would have been trapped. Okay. We like to stack up confirmations. We like to stack up reasons to take that trade. Okay. So we're not always hurried, and we don't teach students to be hurried. Okay. We teach students to come in with the right mentality and also make that profit from the first market. So definitely we know that we cannot be bullish at this point. Okay. Wow. We have this strong structure here on the daily. So how was the last week faring? We take a look at the previous week in terms of candle, where we are. So now we have a strong movement. So we just shift this down here, and since we have it on the weekly time frame, we want to see a reaction of this point on the daily time frame. Okay. So the daily, next day, remember we had a resistance up here. So it could still be cool to see whole price. All right. When do we start getting involved? Next day came in bearish. So we want to see reaction of this point before we can then look to long. Came in indecision candle, followed by a bearish candle. Okay, it's not ready. So how's the weekly time frame faring? Indecision candle. Okay, and back on the daily, how are we faring? Okay, we'll just step one more step. Next day. Okay, so here was wrong. Okay, I want to see a break above the structure one more time, if I can then look to go long. So even though I'm here, okay, even though I'm right here on this low, I can open a buy trade because I have a structure down here. So I want to see a break above, after a retest of this huge support, a break above, okay, this structure here. All right, and I can go long while my stop loss will be below here. So let's see what happened the next day. Next day, okay, indecision candle should follow by a strong bullish candle to confirm the reversal. Next day, all right, and followed by another indecision candle. So we cannot be bullish on this because we are yet to break above this structure. Let's see the next day. Boom, the trigger we're looking for. How's the weekly candle faring? We had this huge filling candle here. Okay, huge filling candle here on the weekly. So we expect demand to come in at right at the support. Okay, next day, broke out. Now we want to have a retest. Next day, indecision candle. Next day, bearish candle. Now we spoke about that we had indecision candle here. Okay, we had this filling candle here, back into the support. So the only time we look for bullish setup will be back at this low, okay, for the next week. Okay, so back into testing the structure, we can just take this off. And now we have a new resistance here. After a test of this zone, we can then look to enter at the breakout. So we can pull up a buy here, and then our stop loss will be below here, the lowest week, and our target would rise where back into the high. So we'll just see structure here, our TP1 and our TP2. All right. Okay. So let's see how everything fared. And I knew from that point that I had a reversal in play. So let's see what happened, how I knew that. If it took me 17 bars to form this impulse, first dust, 11 bars. So it should take me around 11 to 17 bars to form that reversal. So from this 17 bars, this support here, this support really held. And I knew that from that point on, I could have either opened a buy trade here, but I want to stack up more confirmations against this wall here. Okay. So from that point, I would see how price would react around this resistance. So I'm in a trade now. Next candle, bearish, and my stop loss is below the lowest week here. Okay. Now I'm at a loss after a day. Next day, okay. So the next day came in to spear me through here. Next day, indication candle. Next day, how friend next day, 2 indication candle signaling a failed reversal. So remember guys, I spoke about failed reversal before. 2 indication candles identifying a failed reversal. So this is supposed to be resistance here. You know, last time I spoke about it in terms of support. Okay, I spoke about this here. Support. This one should be bullish. Next one, indication candle. So that continues to the downside. Guys, understand this. It's very easy to do this when you know what to look for. So definitely next day, I expect this to be a failed reversal. So it should continue to the upside. Next day, how are we faring? And we could see that this played out well, also similar to this. So we are on core profit. Risk 1:3, risk to reward trade. Let's see how long it will take us to hit our take profit. We stay in the trade, we don't have anything to lead the trade. Everything is bullish. Now we're staying in the trade, guys. Stay in the trade. Okay. We're still in the trade. So we're still in profit after about 1 month plus. So we're in June. We entered the trade on May. So we're in June. In June, and we are yet to hit our TP1. All right, so we made that huge profit, and you could see, wow. Took out, okay, we're good, okay. Okay, we're still good. So we're in July. July. We're in August. Wow, we've been in trade for 3 months. Okay, but we can just keep going because it's one we want to see hit our take profit, and we're break even. So we have our stop here to break even right now, so we can stay as long as possible in the trade, and we can continue holding to our take profit 2 or 1 rather. And let's see, extend the trade. Extend the trade. Wow, so how long? Okay. Okay. So now, what do we have here? We have what looks like here. So we can as well look for reasons to add position now, because this is a falling wedge and is a bullish reversal structure. So we want to wait when price will hit this low. We can then add to our position, which we had before. So we wait for price to hit that structure back. Okay, we didn't hit, so we can take a trade because we have this huge structure here. All right. And we could as well have A, B, and we're looking for C. So let's just go straight to see what then happened. We're not sure if this was our C or we're going for a C. We need to stack up confirmations to see a breakout of the B. Whoa, that's crazy. Wow, that's cool. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it hit our TP1. All right. So it took us right from May to hit our take profit in September 11, 3 months. So how many traders can actually hold trade after a good analysis this way? So from a monthly perspective, we saw that everything remained bullish. Impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So what do we need to see? Next correction. Okay. So then, it's that easy to take a trade from a multi-time frame analysis. So you always want to perform a monthly time frame analysis, weekly time frame analysis, daily time frame analysis to be able to know what to look for. So we hit our TP2 on after 2 days after we hit our TP1, and at the moment, okay, is how we're faring. The market is all faring on the daily. So if we could have another daily indecision candle by Monday, we are going to have a failed rally to the upside here. We're going to drop one more time to the downside, as we want to be seeing right from Monday. So if this is an indecision candle, definitely the failed rally is going to continue back to the support which we spoke about earlier on and wanted to see, because definitely that area is like a magnet, and we can then look to go up from this structure. We get it from month time frame. Have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I want to see at the academy. You want to learn more on this? Actually, hit the like button. Also subscribe to this channel so you're getting videos such as this. And you want to know more about this, you can actually send me a personal message, and I will give an insight on how to go about our academy program. It's actually good to know this because it's going to be one that will pay you a whole life. Love you all. Remember blessed.